football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now Jones. To the sideline and incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing Jones. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved? Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 13 yards.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nifty move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Saints. First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints, first down.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's to the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are once again back in front. They erase that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Landon Jackson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st down. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Groupie for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken at the 37. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Jones throwing to start the drive. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Landon Jackson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it to Cooks. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
2nd and 10.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down.
The Bills had 2 and 1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Jones. Off play action. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Saints first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Little short pass here to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention. coverage moving forward.
Here's Grupe for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. They juked him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't slip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Gregory Rousseau. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Setting up the screen for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. To the air, Allen has his man, it's Shakir. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. Give them 18 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Allen going to throw. Finding Shakir across the formation. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
7-yard gain. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Jones. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Little short pass here to Hill. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And now we get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Allen. And that's incomplete.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the...
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Intended for Dalton.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Kamara. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
Throwing Jones. And the Bills are going to get it as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd down and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Cook up the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Not a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
3rd and 7.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So given 3 on that drive, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand to Kamara.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
It's a gain of 6. And it's...
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints again ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Well, this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. This is caught. It's close. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Saints, 1st down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
11 more yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, it's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Grupe able to add the PAT.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
They start the drive with Cook.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to Jackson Laws. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Here's Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Handoff comes to Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has... Tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's now second
From the
and
31, here's a second down and 6. Tap forward by Allen on a jet sweep. And he'll go down here right around the 20.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Bills.
Now Allen. And incomplete on the...
Intended for Dalton.
Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 20.
Back to the ground. Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this He's got some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good for Bills. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
Become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive. It's been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Little short pass here to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Saints, 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
10. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
108 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
They set up the screen to Miller.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints.
Palmer going in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Landon Jackson
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. All game long.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Saints, first down. First and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Cooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Cook again. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
That's another Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. To the air, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Saints offense and veteran Brandon Cook set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jones. He'll try to pick it up. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
A loss of a yard.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Saints.
Jones. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 45-yard line.
Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
To throw is Jones.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
5 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10.
And we're just over 40 seconds now remaining. He gets up and spikes it.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
Jones pass.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing Jones. And that's complete to Brooks. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining.
This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
A point after, good by Groupie.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.